Peace, guys. It's me, Arlene J. Ramsey, CEO and founder of Everyone Let's Talk, also your favorite self-wealth mentor. Today, I would like to discuss, well, first of all, of course, I'm going to big up Jesse Williams. I did not watch the BET Awards. However, when I came on Facebook today, my timeline was jumping with everyone talking about his speech. So I loved his speech, which brings me to the conversation that was had on The View today. Whoopi, I love you, but come on, Whoopi. Today, I didn't like you at all today. I didn't like your response. Guys, they talked about the Jesse Williams speech, and then you had a young lady, I can't remember her name, who talked about Justin Timberlake tweeted bigging up Jesse Williams. And someone from the African-American community slammed him. Like, well, are you going to pay homage to Janet Jackson and all the because of course, you know, Justin Timberlake, you know, Janet Jackson inspired him, and so have Michael Jackson, just to name two. And his response, I think, went along the lines of, if we all knew that we were all the same, we would be able to talk. Here's my response to that. We're not all the same, and we need to accept it, okay? All right, God created us all different, and we need to accept it. The fact that you want to brainwash yourself to saying that we're all the same in order for you to think that that's when you can have a respectful, balanced dialogue about this conversation says a lot about you and your undevelopment. All right, you're premature, okay? And the fact that you think that the standard for acceptance, beauty, tolerance all begin and start with you people, white people, with how you look, your complexion, your hair, is asinine. All right, what you guys as a race, as a people, need to learn how to do is learn how to accept people for their differences, respect differentiation. Okay, God created us all different for a reason. All right, and you are not God. You don't get to dictate what the standard of beauty is. Who are you? God created you just like he created everyone else. So how does one group of people tell everybody else in the world what the standard of beauty is? And that we are all the same. We're not all the same. Look at us. We're not. All right, so let's start with that. White people, you try to pretend, you guys try to act like you're perfect and like you're the standard and the end all be all, but you are not. The more you guys open your mouth, the more I understand how sick and undeveloped your mentality really is, and how delusional you guys are. You guys are delusional, you're narcissistic, and you're self-absorbed. Get over yourself, take your head out of your ass, okay? That's what you need to learn how to do. It's not all about you, sweetie. All right, and those of you who, the white community, who don't like what's going on in this world, you don't live in a bubble. And I say that to say some of you do not care to indulge in history so you can understand the plight of black people. Yet for all, when you say something that an African-American person may take the wrong way, or if they clap back at anything you do and say, it's like, oh my gosh, you know, well, I didn't know. No, sweetheart, you don't have the luxury to walk around here in oblivion. All right, this is the United States of America. As a matter of fact, this is the world. All right, sweetheart. And everybody knows about slavery. Who doesn't know about slavery? All right, before my grandmother came here to the United States back in Trinidad, they learned about world history, where they learned about slavery and how slavery have affected black people in the United States of America before they even came here to this country. So when I was born in the United States of America, and I grew up hearing history from the Trinidadians' perspective, and it was much more broad and in depth than history was in the United States, from what I learned here in school. All right, you don't have the luxury to walk around in ignorance and oblivion. The other conversation, or the other topic that was brought up, was who was the celebrity. I don't know if it was Kylie Jenner, I think they said her name was. I wasn't sure. However, this is what I remember. The woman who had gotten the 2 cornrows in her hair, and they called it boxer braids or something like that. And they were, the white community was shocked that the African American community had a problem with that. It's a fucking problem. All right, I say that again. You don't have the luxury to live in the United States of America as if you're from under a rock, like you don't know what went on. We as a people are sick and tired of white people taking our styles, taking our inventions, taking our innovations and calling it your own. Now, don't get me wrong, a style is a style, so it's not limited to just black people. You can cornrow your hair. However, don't give it a different name. That is totally disrespectful, and you totally dismiss the fact that you were inspired by a group of people that had, who taught you how to cornrow your hair? Whoever, whatever stylist that you went to, I don't care if that person is white. That white person had to go and learn from a black person how to cornrow hair. All right, and if they didn't learn from a black person how to cornrow hair physically, they went on YouTube somehow, some way, or they went to a beauty school. Whoever, wherever you went to, the first person who learned how to cornrow hair, who was white, learned from a black person. That's it. You have to pay homage to our people for anything that you use, or anything that you use as far as style or any lifestyle to make your life better. Anything you've done to improve your life. And if it started with us, you need to learn how to start respecting and paying homage to our people. Point blank, period. All right? Again, you don't have the luxury to do that. You're disrespectful. And you send a message that it's okay to disrespect and dismiss the person, the pioneer who started this shit. How do you dismiss the pioneer? Who does that? Like in today's day and age, I have to stand on the backs of my ancestors and remember them, which is why I learned how to read, which is why I learned how to speak fluently, which is why I've done all the things that I'm doing, including recording this video. If it wasn't for my people, I wouldn't be here. And every time I record, I think about my people. That's me paying homage. I don't say it all the time, well, I'm paying homage to Langston Hughes and Oprah Winfrey. And no, I don't say it. It's in my heart. However, I'm saying it now. So white people, if you want to coexist in harmony with the melanated community, you need to start having these open, respectful dialogue. Stop dismissing certain truths, all right? Have the dialogue and start respecting us as a people. When you take or use anything of ours, pay homage to us. They're not fucking boxer braids, all right? Whatever the celebrity is. They are cornrows, and what you need to do is pay homage to the black community, and you need to call it cornrows. Don't call it anything else but that. Now, if you're from the islands, like my grandmother used to call it cane row, because in Trinidad it's all about the sugar cane. If you're talking about cane rows, I mean they grow corn too, but not like they grow sugar cane. So growing up, my grandmother called them cane rows, not corn rows. All right. However, that's our thing. So again, start respecting us as a people. Start having compassion for us as a people. Lose the narcissism. It's not all about you. You are not the end all be all. You are not the standard of beauty. All right. Whoopi Goldberg, I understood where you were coming from about as far as us as a people, women, we're buying weaves and doing the same thing that you're saying white women or white men are doing to us, taking our styles. However, that's a different conversation, and you have to understand or remember that that came from black women being told that they're not the standard of beauty. The standard of beauty is, it starts as a woman, starts and ends with the white woman. That's why, that's the reasoning for black women perming and weaving up their hair. And also corporate America, or jobs that are considered to be professional, where you had to dress up and so on and so forth, was reluctant to accept a person in their natural state, a black woman in her natural state. They will quicker accept a black woman who gets weaved or permed hair. All right. Even that has to stop. The system in the United States of America has to be shifted. We have to shift this paradigm. It's ridiculous. You guys are whack. It's played out. It's time to grow up. All right? You're delusional, very delusional, to think that you can continue to have these kind of discussions and dismiss a lot of the truths and facts and think that people are going to continue to be brainwashed and won't someday stop you in your tracks. You know, I need to be on The View. All right, Whoopi, the next time you get the opportunity to have this discussion outright. Do not sugarcoat it. Do not whitewash it. You get what I'm saying? Discuss it for exactly what it is. White America needs to hear it. All right. And the other thing is what white people are suffering from is they were born into this luxury. It's all about them. So, you know, they don't have that plight within their community. So no, it's time for us, when we have these discussions, to discuss it for exactly what it is, because they have to come to grips with how infectious and insidious this type of behavior is and what it's doing to another group of people. And will you think you're going to continue as a group of people to just dismiss people that you consider to be minority? That's another word that needs to be scratched off the list, minority. Again, who are you to give anybody a name such as minority? Minority, we are the same people that you enslaved to build a lot of the buildings in the White House and a lot of structure that you take advantage of in this country, but you call us minorities? Again, get over yourself. All right. You guys, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Until next time, peace.